Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about concrete as a construction material. So basically, this lecture is related to the concrete technology. So let's start with the introduction. Concrete is the most widely used man-made construction material in the world and is the second only to water as the most utilized substance on the planet. So everybody knows that concrete is one of the most widely used man-made construction material. You can see all the buildings surrounding you are constructed with the concrete and with the steels, and concrete is the second most consumable item on this planet earth after the water. It is obtained by mixing cementitious materials, water and aggregates. As you can see, aggregates are like sand and coarse sand are the fine aggregates, and the coarse aggregates are the bajri and some brick beds and brick waste and concrete waste. So these are the coarser aggregates in required proportion. The mixture, when placed in foam and allowed to cure, harden into a rock-like mass known as concrete. The hardening is caused by the chemical reaction between water and cement, and it continues for the long time, and consequently, the concrete grows stronger with the age. So, when we mix with water with the cement and an exothermic chemical reaction starts, which uh, bind up all the materials like fine aggregates and the coarse aggregates and the cement in a hard mass. The hardness is caused by the chemical reaction between the water and cement and is continued for the long time, and consequently the concrete grows stronger with the age. The hardened concrete may also be considered as an artificial stone in which the voids of the large particles are filled by the smaller particles and the voids of the finer aggregates are filled with the cement. So we can also say it like that: uh, the larger particles, which are the coarse aggregates, voids of which the coarse aggregates are filled with the smaller particles, which are the fine aggregates, and voids of the finer aggregates uh, are filled with the cementitious. And further on, if we keep on study on this, and the voids of the cement, even the voids of the cement are filled with the fly ash and some other additives which we add in the cement. In a concrete mix, the cementitious material and the water forms a paste called cement water paste. In addition to, so the mixture, when placed in the foam and allowed to cure, harden into a rock like mass known as the concrete. The hardening is caused by the chemical reaction between the water and cement. The hardening is caused by the chemical reaction between water and cement and continues for the long time, and consequently the cement grows stronger with the age. The hardened concrete may also be considered as the artificial stone which the voids of large particles are filled with the smaller particles, and the voids of the fine aggregates are filled with the cement. In concrete mix, the cementitious material and water forms a paste called cement water paste, which, in addition to fill the voids of the fine aggregate, coats the surface of the fine and the coarse aggregate and binds them together as it cures, thereby cementing and the particles of the aggregates together in a compact mass. The strength, durability, and other characteristics of concrete depends upon the property of its ingredient, on the proportion of the mix, the method of the compaction, and other controls during the placing, compaction, curing. The popularity of concrete is due to the fact that forms some common ingredient. It is possible to tailor the properties of concrete to meet the demand of any particular situation. The advanced in concrete technology have paved the way to make the best use of local available materials by mixing, proportioning, and proper workmanship so as to produce concrete satisfying performance requirements. The key to producing a strong, durable, uniform concrete that is high performance concrete lies in the careful control of its basic and process component. These are cement, Portland cement, the most widely used cementitious ingredient in present day concrete, comprises phases that consist of the compound of the calcium, silicas, aluminium, iron, and oxygen. So cement is basically made with cement is basically cementitious material and made with some compounds of calcium, silica, aluminum, iron, and oxygen. Aggregates. What is the definition of aggregates? These are the primarily natural occurring inert granular materials such as sand, gravel, or crushed stones. However, technology is broadened to include the use of recycled materials and synthetic products. So, aggregates can be natural aggregates and artificial aggregates. Mostly, natural aggregates are sand, gravel, and crushed stones, which are quarried from the mountains, stones, or the rivers, and the artificial aggregates, which are like recycled materials and synthetic products. So, water, we all know about the water. Um, the water contents and the material and the mineral and the chemical dissolved in it are crucial to achieve quality concrete. So we basically use potable drinking water, which is free from all the chemicals and minerals. And the next one is the chemical admixtures. These are the ingredients in the concrete other than Portland cement, water, aggregates that are required to mixture immediately before or during mixing to reduce the water requirements, accelerate, retard setting, or improve specific durability characteristics. So chemical admixtures are basically used to enhance its properties and reduce the cement, water, and aggregate usages, and also accelerate or retard its setting, like during in uh, warm atmosphere or cold atmosphere. We use chemical admixtures. Supplementary cementitious properties. Supplementary cementitious materials, also called mineral additives, contributes to the property of hardened concrete through hydraulic or pozzolanic activities. Typical examples are natural pozzolana, fly ash, ground granulated blast furnace slag, silica fumes. After concrete is placed, these components must be cured at a satisfactory moisture content, and the temperature must be carefully maintained for sufficiently long time to allow adequate development of the strength of the concrete. The concept of treating concrete in its entity as a building material rather than its ingredient is gaining popularity. The user is now interested in the concrete having the desired properties without bothering about the ingredients. This concept is symbolized with the progress of the ready mix concrete industry, where the consumers can specify the concrete of his needs, and further in the precast concrete industry, where the consumers obtain finished structural components satisfying the performance requirements. So, in the ready mix concrete industry, customer receives the already mixed concrete, like in the RMC plants. We just order the concrete from there and we get the ready mix concrete. We just pour in the structures. And in the precast concrete industry, we just get the prefabricated and precasted components of the structure and just place them and fix them there. The various aspects covered in the following chapters are material mix proportioning, elements of the workmanship, for example, placing, compaction, and curing method of the testing, relevant statistical approach to the quality control. The discussion on these aspects are based on the appropriate provision in the Indian Standard Codes. Concrete has high compressive strength, but its tensile strength is very low. In situations where tensile stress are developed, the concrete is strengthened by the steel bars or short randomly distributed fibers, forming a composition construction called reinforced cement concrete or the fiber reinforced concrete, which are also known as RCC and FRC. The concrete without reinforcing it term as the plain cement concrete. So basically, to enhance its strength, we provide some steel bars or any like plastic bars or wire mesh, any kind of reinforcement. As we all know that cement and concretes are weak in the tensile forces, and but they are strong in the compressive forces. So when we provide the reinforcement in the concrete, so it becomes RCC reinforced cement concrete, and its tensile strength also improves, and as compressive strength also get enhanced. So we provide, that's why we provide the reinforcement in the concrete. The process of making concrete is called concreting. Sometimes the tensile stress are taken care of by introducing compressive stresses in the concrete, so that the initial component compression neutralize the tensile stresses. Such as construction is known as pre-stressed cement concrete constructions. And here is the bar chart, the flow chart. You can see the flow chart here. On the top, cement corporation, cement quality, and the next one is the aggregates, chemicals, supplementary water. It is mixed, performance of the fresh concrete, and transported, and placing and compaction, and the performance of the hardened concrete is directly dependent upon the mixing and the curing. So let's start with the classification of the concrete. As mentioned earlier, the main ingredient of the concrete are cement, fine aggregates, and the coarse aggregate. It is usually to be specified a particular concrete by the proportioning of these constituents and their characteristics, that is the 1 to 4. 1 is basically the part of the cement, and 2 is the basically the fine aggregates which we are using, that is the twice of the cement, and 4 is the 4 times the coarser aggregates which we are using to make the concrete, which is the 4 times of the cement. Refers to the particularly concrete manufactured by mixing the cement, sand, and broken stones in 1 to 4 ratio. This classification specifying the proportioning of the constituents and their characteristics is termed as the prescripted specification, and is based on the hope that adherence to such specification will result in the satisfactory performance. Alternatively, the specification specifying the requirements to the desirable properties of the concrete, such as strength, workability, etc., are stipulated, and these are termed as the performance oriented specification. Based on these considerations, concrete can be classified either as a nominal mix concrete or designed mixed concrete. Sometimes concrete is classified into the controlled concrete or the ordinary concrete, depending upon the level of the control exercised in the work and the method of the proportioning of the concrete mixes. Accordingly, a concrete with ingredient proportions fixed by designing the concrete mix with preliminary tests are called controlled concrete, whereas ordinary concrete is one where the nominal mix are adopted. There is nothing like uncontrolled concrete, only the degree of control varies from very good to poor or no control. In addition to mix proportioning, the quality control includes selection of the appropriate concrete materials after proper test, proper workmanship in batching, mixing, transportation, placing, compaction, and curing, coupled with the necessary checks and test for the quality acceptance. So we also take some samples from the concrete just to take care about the curing, compaction, and some tests through which we can also verify its strength and check its strength after early age strength, which we call it early age strength. So the next one is the properties of the concrete. Concrete making is not just a matter of mixing ingredients to produce plastic mass, but good concrete has to satisfy the performance requirement in the plastic of the green stage. So concrete making is just not a mixing of these 3 or 4 ingredients, but it's also we also need its performance in the green state, which is a like mixed state or a plastic state, and also in the hardened state. In the plastic state, the concrete should be workable and free from the segregation and bleeding. What is segregation? Segregation means when the heavier particles just settle down, it's called segregation. This happens due to when we make fall of concrete from the very much height, like height above 1 meter. And the second term is the bleeding. So bleeding means when we compact it too much with the vibrator or any other instrument, the water cement slurry just flow over the placed concrete. So that is called the bleeding. It also decreases its strength. Segregation is the separation of coarse aggregate, and the bleeding is the separation of cement paste from the main mass. The segregation and bleeding results in the poor quality. In its hardened state, concrete should be strong, durable, and impermeable. So basically, we need that concrete mass which is strong, durable, and impermeable. So what is impermeable? Impermeable means through which water cannot be passed is impermeable mass, and it should have minimum dimensional changes. So after curing and after hardening, it should not have very much dimensional changes, otherwise our structures will fall, and we will see the great voids in our structures. Among the various properties of a concrete, its compressive strength is considered to be the most important and is taken as the index of overall quality. Many other properties of the concrete appears to be generally related to its compressive strength. These properties will be discussed in the later stage. So okay friends, let's finish up this lecture here, and if you have any questions and queries you can ask, otherwise we will end this session. Okay then, thank you. We will discuss next topic in our next lecture.